Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I am your host, Jose Garza, alongside my co-host Arturo Ibarra. We are Puro Pinche Sports. How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Tired, you know, but I'm here. You asked me to be part of this Monday, March, whatever NFL madness is going on, dude.
Hey,
It's freaking
it's
crazy.
not just NFL, bro. It's just Overreaction Monday. It's just
Yes.
fucking insane. Everything's going on right now.
Did you hear what happened? That the Nets are getting fined too?
Oh God, the Nets are getting fined
Everything's happening.
because Kyrie went into the locker room even though he didn't have a mascot and he doesn't have the vaccine. So, jeez, man, jeez. Anywho, we got a lot going on, man. I don't know. What do you want to start? Art, let me. How about this? You tell me where we start.
I would start talking about Popovich, man. Like
Okay.
that man, he deserves the respect. He deserves for us to open this segment with giving props to most career wins by a coach, after all the things that he's done. I think he deserves it.
Absolutely. Greg Popovich, ladies and gentlemen, the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs. This past 2 games ago, not counting today's game, which I'm not watching because I'm doing this, became the most winning coach of all time in the NBA at a 1,336 wins. And fucking impressive, dude. I mean, he's been with the organization for 25 plus years and has just been crushing it. What do you think is the honest attribute as to why he's been so successful? I mean, you got other coaches like, just like Don Nielsen that he passed, Phil Jackson, all this other stuff. But what makes him stand out over everyone else, in your opinion, Art?
It's just his composure, man. Like whenever you see other coaches, whenever their team is kind of going down, or um, it's just the way he just keeps it together. Like he doesn't let the media get into him. He's just like, hey, you got any comment? Hell, man. Like he just stays composed, and he knows, like, hey, today we did bad. Sometimes we play good. Sometimes we play bad, and we'll just fix the mistakes that we've done, and we'll keep improving. Like I think that's why he is one of the best coaches, one of the greatest coaches in NBA. Period. Um, that's just the thing. Like it's just his composure, how he just leads that team, and he's made great captains out of other great people and Hall of Famers. So um, there's there's not a lot you can say about Popovich, man, without like praising him with regard to
There's not a lot you can say about
of bad things.
the game
Yeah.
of the game of basketball without mentioning
Yep.
Greg Popovich because what he's done, regardless of what his record's been lately, since the departure of Kawhi and the retirement of the Big Three, this man has been an amazing, amazing head coach. But before the whole fiasco, before actually the 2020 season, he never he and in his first year in the league, he didn't have a losing season like once. So he's having a rough patch right now, but that's absolutely fine. It doesn't take away from his legacy. 5-time champion, gold medalist coach, 3-time coach of the year. A lot you can say about Greg Popovich. It'll be sad the day he does retire. I know there's awkward and other Spurs fans that want him gone because they want something new. Okay, everyone has their own train of thought on that, but personally, I'm just gonna enjoy Pop for as long as he's with the Spurs, as long as he's willing to coach. God forbid he goes to the Nets or something crazy like that. But okay, Art. That's a great starter right there with Greg Popovich, future Hall of Famer. What else do you want to talk about right now?
we
A lot of craziness going on right now in the
we
world.
can talk about how you're switching teams to the Buccaneers, and I'm switching teams from the Bears to Kansas City, man.
Uh, I don't like that assumption, sir. That I am suddenly now just a Buccaneers fan. First of all, just because I have this jersey on, which really is really clean, if I must do say so myself, it's a Tom Brady jersey that my wife gifted me for Valentine's Day. Thank you very much. I didn't get this out for myself. I was never looking to get this out for myself. But Thomas Edward Patrick Brady decided to unretire. Fucking
What a
crazy.
shocker.
Oh my god, after 40 days. Who would have thunk? Honestly though, what are your thoughts on him returning just so quickly? I mean, really.
We both knew he wasn't done. He loves the game of football. He still has some or something in his tank, like whether it's, getting a new QB in there and kind of like teaching him and giving him the ropes and everything, see how like he can pass it down his legacy. Um, this guy ain't done, and him coming back, either he thought about it for 40 days, saying, you know what, I can't do this, I can't be at home, can't get a normal job. Um, but nah, he's not done, and I think Tampa's about to re-sign Gronk. We've been saying that he may go to the Chargers. I know that team is making some moves
Oh,
during
I
free
was
agency,
thinking that
but
if you want to finalize, weapons on both sides,
oh well, yeah.
you might want to get one of the greatest tight ends of all time. Yeah.
But no, man, it's crazy. I didn't think he was done. The way that he retired, it was kind of like, I'm done, whatever. Not a lot of fiasco was happening, but man, a sad day for that guy that paid over 500,000 or $500 million for
Oh my
the last
god, dude.
TD.
Oh my god, that poor dude. Like, be fair, man. 500K to just throw. Oh my god, was it worth it, my guy? Was it? And this is the thing. Like, when you go for like memorabilia and you pay a lot of money for it, is it worth it? Like, and then you just see Tom Brady turn around 40 days, literally a day after that came out, and he said,
Sorry,
"Fuck
my
it,
man.
I'm home." Like, I mean, honestly, Tom Brady, he wasn't done. He didn't look poor. He didn't suck, right? Like that was my biggest gist of it all. It's not like he went in bad. Like, he was still playing good. And the fact that he decided, this is the time to retire, I was like, that doesn't seem right. I love him though, but it just, I don't know. It's a little weird
He
for him to
wasn't
do all
done.
that. Yeah, it was a little weird for him to do all that. Um, Overall, Art, what do you see from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now with him back? Do you see him recruiting back all the guys they had before, or getting something better? I mean, really, we know that they have a lot of free agents coming out right now they have to go get. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on them?
They're probably going to try to get most of them and see how everything goes out and see how much they're willing to pay depending on their cap space. But we know for sure, like Leonard Fournette will probably stay with Tampa. I know he's still a free agent. They still haven't been any more news on it, but now there's rumors that now that Tom Brady said, I'm coming to play again. He's willing to play with Tampa again. Gronk may play there again. That's as we just mentioned. There's some other key aspects or key players that they're gonna want to re-sign there. I don't think Antonio Brown is coming back though. That's not one of them. But um, it's
Definitely not.
there's a reason why I think Chris Godwin also said, what, let's do the franchise tag. Maybe that was part of it. Maybe he knew something that they might have discussed before that. Um, but we'll see. We'll see how and who decides to come back.
Yeah, I mean, you got Leonard Fournette, and they re-signed Ryan Jensen, the center, the guy that Tom Brady loves because he did a hell of a job being floor manager and keeping him protected. So we'll see. Tampa Bay, Tom Brady's the GOAT. I mean, I don't know if you know this, Art, in the last 9 seasons, it's lose, win, Super Bowl, lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. So, I mean, the last 9 seasons, he's won 4 Super Bowls. He's been in 5. I mean, does he need another one? No, he doesn't need another one. Does he
Should he
want
get
one?
another one? Yes.
I mean, if he curb stomps the rest of the NFL again at the age of 45, why the fuck not? I mean, just be honest. Like, if you can't stop him from winning the title, that's really on you. That's not really on him. I mean, to be honest, he's just doing what he's supposed to do in the first place. You can't stop greatness always. All right. So our co-host, our lovely co-host, Alejandro de la Cruz, says his wife told him to clean the house and watch the kids, and that's what made him come back. He's probably right. That is probably a fact. There's a lot of memes out there that are saying "fuck them kids." Nah, I'm kidding. Respect to his kids. He just loves football way too much. But all right, Art. Next up, what else do you want to talk about before I
We
start
can
bringing
just start.
suggestions?
We can just start talking about the crazy freaking signings that have been going on
Okay, we can go
this
there.
past week. But mainly due like that freaking contract from today that has everyone baffled of a wide receiver 3 getting paid wide receiver 1 money,
Yeah,
getting
Christian.
paid more than Cooper Cup, getting paid more than Tyreek Hill,
Yeah,
and other
So on,
great wide
so on and
receivers.
so forth. So he's talking about Christian Kirk, ladies and gentlemen. Now the former Arizona Cardinal, wide receiver 3, arguably 2 if you want, but he's been forever like wide, lower end wide receiver behind Larry Fitzgerald, now DeAndre Hopkins, and arguably AJ Green, and now he's getting the big bucks. He might be wide receiver 1 or 2 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, I know you were complaining about it that they were signing too much. I mean, what is your negative feedback on that? Is it just that they're overpaying guys that they shouldn't be, or what is it?
I mean, I'm glad that they signed him because I know the Bears were looking at him as an option, and as you mentioned, he's not that. I mean, he's a good wide receiver. He's not. He has not shown the potential to get paid that much,
Okay.
especially for the amount of years and how much money he's getting. So I believe there's other wide receivers that deserve to get paid for that. One of them from the Bears organization that he no longer wants to be there because he didn't get paid.
Patriot,
So
right? All respected is probably the main one.
yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I think he's gonna end up either with there have been rumors saying that Allen Robinson might end up with the Bills or he may end up with the Pats. So which way he goes, man, I hope he gets paid. But I just feel the Jacksonville, yes, they're restructuring because they are in need of wide receivers, but they had DJ Shark and they never used him. They had Dede Westbrook, they didn't really use him. Um, who was the other one that they had?
Well, like
Laviska Shenault, dude. Like they didn't use them. So to me, it's like you're bringing other people to kind of assist Trevor Lawrence when your main issue is your O line. Just fix the O line. They made one signing to fix that, to give that protection to Trevor Lawrence.
well,
When
to be fair, it's not like they're probably not trying, right? It's just that who wants to go to Jacksonville when you got Tampa Bay, you got Miami down there, which both teams are better. Um, why would you want to go to Jacksonville to the Khan family who have failed time and time again to just build a roster right to please their fans? I mean, you got to remember this is an organization that had their fans come in clown masks. Like they won that game, right? That's the one they won against the Colts and screwed their season. But like, how do you want them to? They have to get weapons. These guys they had on the roster, which I told you, Agnew, Marvin Jones, Shelnut, who you mentioned, like they were doing big things for Trevor Lawrence, and then plus, like you said, the O line. They're supposed to be getting Travis Etienne back, so it might be a difference maker right there, as far as the back.
they have the
Because
number one on the draft too, so we'll see what they do with it.
too, and this is a stacked O line crew. So if they're smart, they're gonna do the right thing and get an offensive player lineman and protect that man. Freaking sunshine, I say. But I forget. I think James Robinson's gonna stick around. I think they picked up his tender for one more
Yeah,
year,
they let Carlos Hyde out.
and they're gonna keep Travis Etienne.
I mean, they
I'm
made
not
it good, but like I said, to me,
good.
it's
Good wouldn't be it, but decent. Like like maybe to get up to like 6 wins, something like that. Jags. Okay, so Alex comment says Jags overpaid. Could have brought in a lot more weapons with that money. He's absolutely right. But at the same time, you're not doing much with the weapons you got now. I do think they need to restock the O line. I mean, that's a given, but the team that is actually restacking pretty well, as far as like maybe some of the O linemen and other stuff, is probably the New York Jets, who I don't think I'd really be talking much about them, to be honest with you, and I don't know if I will for much. Any thoughts on the Jets picking up some linemen? Like, let's see here, like in Thompson, they picked up the tight end CJ Uzama, who just came out of the
Mhm.
Super
That's a good
Bowl.
sign. I believe that's a good sign.
So they need to do everything they can to protect Zach Wilson, because right now he ain't looking like the future, ladies and gentlemen. Any other thoughts right now on the free agencies? You want to talk about any trades that have happened in the last week that we didn't get to cover?
I mean,
How you feeling? I'll be honest, like Alex, since you're on here, tell me guys how y'all feeling about Khalil Mack getting traded to the Chicago Bears for a second this year and a sixth next year. That's not good.
so the more I think about it, it was just a cap space, man. That deal or that signing
That's
or
fine,
what they did.
but for what they got back,
No. For what they got back, I think they lowballed it. Yet again, it opens a bunch of cap space, which the team didn't have. I think they should have at least gotten a first or at least a second round and a third rounder. Um, but Mac didn't really want to be there anymore, and I think a lot of it had to do with with the administration with Nagy as the head coach and Ryan.
Neither of them were there no more. So what's really the excuse
Exactly.
then?
Well, he just didn't want to be there. He wanted to leave, and this new GM, he's trying to rebuild. Hopefully, that's what he's trying to do. He's made some good signings as of right now for the offensive line, so we'll see. Was I upset the first time that I heard about those news? Of course I was, man. I have a Mac jersey, um, but I'm glad for that man that he's gonna go. He's still gonna get paid what he's gonna get paid in his contract, and he's going to a stack defense
Did
at LA.
did he ever say that he was like, maybe not verbally, like maybe like rumors? Did he ever say he was unhappy with the Bears?
He was just unhappy with the administration, man. Like a lot of Allen Robinson's unhappy with the administration too.
Right,
And
but he was getting his money and he was doing his job. No one's disputing with Mac.
no, he wasn't doing.
I understand like the Allen Robinson like beef, right? Like I understand that.
He doesn't get paid, but at the same day, the signing, dude, it was a great weapon to have in the defense, but dude, yes, he was one of the highest paid like tackles, man. Like his contract was stupidly huge from the Raiders, and then we get him, and it's like, all right, you know what? Here, give him a bunch of money. Which, yet again, he was doing his job. It was great. It's not that he was injury prone. That's not the point, because it was just this past season that he was injured, and even though he still put numbers.
Well, with the Raiders, he was still on his rookie contract. Well, and then he got paid with y'all, and he got his $90 million guaranteed. I mean, this is the only season that he did not play, pretty much, and everything else he's been healthy for. So, I mean, I think it's just a little bit insane to trade him, and then for that low for second this year and a sixth. And this man commands at least a first somewhere. Like I just don't think they did him well. They did him right. They didn't do themselves. They didn't do by organizational standards, like for themselves. They didn't do themselves right. I don't think so. Like if you're gonna trade them, you're gonna get a first somewhere. You're gonna get a first somewhere.
Well, yeah, but I think at the end of the day, it was just to get cap space. That was the main issue. They did not have any cap space. We didn't have an O line that great of an O line to, the whole freaking team was a mess last season. It's like none of it was like thought about like
Alex,
Fields like
in 7 games.
Exactly. Like it was he's still a great player, but like it was just a cap space. Like it was we were going down the road. Like you can't pay wide receivers, you can't pay your linemen, you can't pay anyone. And then for example, like you still have Nick Foles on your stupid bench. Like just let him go also. Like there's a bunch of signings that I think that were dumb for the team to make, for the administration to make, when they didn't make any moves. They made it to the playoffs once, and then after that, what happened? So
you're right.
I'm hoping that this rebuild actually, like letting go of some of those key players, rebuilding, making some of that money and putting some of that money in the right places helps out. I'm excited to see who they bring as wide receiver. I'm excited to see who else they bring and what they do. Do I feel them as a contender this time? Probably not this season, or maybe next. But that's why I'm switching teams and I'm following Nagy to the Kansas City.
Oh, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You ain't switching. You ain't following Nagy nowhere. You ain't.
Hey, I made.
Give your wife her hat back.
I may follow Trubisky, man, over there to the Steelers.
Let's talk about that one. Give your hat back to your wife, you sick fuck. All right, but anyways, Mitchell Trubisky signs with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Overall, your thoughts on that? I mean, actually, I'll go first. I'll share with it. He signed for 2 years, $14 million. I like it.
I'm okay with it. I like it.
I like it. I think him going with Mike Tomlin is the best thing for him.
Yep.
Like no more scrub head coaches. You had a nice, time with Sean McDermott behind Josh Allen, but no more scrub coaches. You got a bona fide Hall of Fame NFL head coach right there, and Mike Tomlin never had a losing season, even with this old Big Ben that he was carrying around with him. I mean, I think it's great for Mitch Trubisky, and I think it's good for the city of Pittsburgh. I don't know. I haven't heard good things for the Steelers fans. I've heard a lot of negative things out. They're not happy about it. But what are we
He's
gonna
not a
get?
bad QB.
No, he's not. You're gonna have to give up. You would have if you wanted Deshaun, you would have had to give up a boatload of first picks, and you probably don't get him for this year or at least for half the season. Because who knows what the commissioner will do, right? We don't know if he'll be on the suspension list or whatever. Um, and then you get a young man who could still be taught a lot.
And you can shape him to whatever you want. Like whenever he was in Chicago, dude, he was not a bad QB. It's just the coach that was on top of him. It was bad. Like they did not let him do the play action that he is known for, that he was known for in North Carolina. And then you go to the Bills and he plays under Josh Allen. It's like, you know what? Like this guy is great. He's doing passes. He has the weapons. He's being protected. Now he gets the chance to go to Steelers, which okay, their O line needs some fixing, but okay, you have Deontay Johnson, which is a good, hey, I need someone to
Wide
catch the
receiver
ball,
one. Yep.
throw it to him. Okay, we don't know if Juju might be there. He may leave. Most probably he may, but you have Claypool down the road. You have a great running back.
Najee Harris, man.
You have good tight ends. I think you have a good tight end in there.
It's the last name I can't pronounce. It's like Pat Fry.
Pat Truman or Pat something like that. But
no, it's not Truman, but I know what you mean. I knew.
It's something like that.
I'm gonna call him Pat Freight Chain. There you go, something like that. Anyways,
but he's good. Like they have a good team, and then on your O line, like it's like I love the signing for Trubisky. I think he deserves that chance to
rebuild.
Go from there.
To rebuild. Yeah. Honestly, it's just a 2-year contract, right? Like you're not.
Then if he proves himself, he stays longer.
Exactly. Like you're not going to get anybody from this draft class. To be honest, like there's nothing special. Now they still might pick up the guy from Pitt. If they can reach him, but and like Alex says, RPO City and Pitt. But Mike Tomlin, yeah, he'll take advantage of all that and be like, hell yeah, let's do this. Like if that's your best strategy, let's fucking go. You throw it or Najee runs it. That just sounds exactly like Tomlin would want to fucking do.
He has an arm. He can throw downhill. Trubisky can throw downhill to Claypool, dude. I can't wait for that.
Steelers fans, including one of my close friends, Felix, like give him the opportunity at least. He's not going to probably get you to the Super Bowl now with the stacked AFC teams, but I mean, if he comes out, blossoming like Ryan Tannehill now does with the Tennessee Titans, why not give him that opportunity? I think
who else is in that division? It's the Steelers,
the Ravens, the Bengals. I was going to say the Burrows, and the Browns.
Steelers, Bengals, Browns.
So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Out of those four QBs, how would you rate them?
I mean, right now, to be Joe, Lamar, Mitchell, Baker.
There you go. There's 3 good QBs.
And it's not disrespect. I mean, I guess it's disrespect. I'm saying Mitch over Baker. But like what has Baker done for me lately, right? Like he had yes, I know he was hurt last year, but he's not exactly going up. He's more going down fast. He's going that Johnny Manziel route real quick. All right. Well, that was enough to talk about Mitch Trubisky. Well, we don't need to
Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited. That's a great signing for the Broncos too.
Well, we did talk about that.
Did we? I don't think so.
Yes, we did.
We did because we talked about
it was 3 major things at the time.
Hey, he's still unlimited though.
Okay,
that's a great signing though.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay, talking about Cleveland. Amari Cooper traded from the Dallas Cowboys to the Cleveland Browns for a 5th and 6th round pick. I thought the Khalil Mack one was bad. This is far worse for a wide receiver one. Talk to me. What did the Cowboys do here?
First of all, they paid Gallup, I think, a little too much to keep him over Cooper. And then they give up Cooper for nothing, which is worse than what the Bears did. And Cooper doesn't even get in. Like he doesn't. Does he even free up any space for them? No, he doesn't. Like
It's like $6 million, right? Something
like
like
it
that.
didn't do anything. Like it was just like, all right, get rid of him. Like it's like, dude, like why? What are y'all doing? Like, is was Jerry Jones really that like scared because of all the the controversial that's going on about
You know,
him
you
and
know,
all that? That he
I
was like,
think
oh
it
yeah, let's
was
sign it.
I think it was the post I put up. You saw the one I'm talking about, right? The one yesterday with the memes about the clown,
Yep.
or they overpaid for Zeke, and then you paid good money to Dak, but in doing so, you're gonna hurt the rest of your cap. I mean, Cowboys, as Alex says, what are you doing? What are
I
you
talked to
going on?
one of the guys that I work with, man. He was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were into football." And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, he was like, "What fan are you?" I was like, "I'm a Bears fan, dude. Like, I know sometimes, most of the time, a lot of the time we're hurting." He's like, "Nah, dude, you're from Texas. You should be a freaking Dallas fan." So I'm like, "Hell no,
No.
dude. After what you guys are doing, after you guys lost the freaking division, like the way, like the chance that you guys had last season, hell no, dude. Like, it's a joke."
Let me rebuttal that real quick too. Anybody who thinks because we're from Texas, I'm from San Antonio, and Art, you're from down under. I'm just kidding. We're not obligated to cheer for the Cowboys or the Texans. To be quite honest with you, I was already choosing a team prior to the Texans being involved, because they only started existing in 2002. Before that, you had the Houston Oilers, but they got sent to Tennessee. The Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones will not allow San Antonio to have an NFL team if they expand, or even if a team becomes available to get bought. He will not allow San Antonio to get that. I refuse. I said refuse. I said refuse to cheer for the Dallas Cowboys ever. And I hope great misery comes upon that team record wise. Otherwise, I want their players to be healthy and to get paid. Now, back to the original story. Amari Cooper getting traded for a 56 is stupid. It is stupid. It is ridiculous to even go the route of saying your wide receiver one, who you're paying $20 million a year,
It's worth a 5 and a 6th
to
rounder.
a 5 and a 6. Are you telling me you can't get a first? So we're talking about Jacksonville Jaguars getting a bunch of scrubs, in my opinion. Not like Evan Ingram, injury prone. Christian Kirk, who are you? Who was the other one? Who was the other one they got?
The guy for the Raiders.
Zay Jones. You're telling me you can't give up a first or a second or something to get Amari Cooper? You're telling me you couldn't have offered that to them? Or you know what? How about the Colts, who have the biggest cap space in the NFL since last season, and they haven't done shit, but you can't offer it to them and get a first from them, even though it'd be like a mid to late first round. Like, you can't get that, but you get a 5th and a 6th from Cleveland. What are you gonna find there? A kicker? No, you're gonna find wide receiver 6 and Mr. Tight End 4. You're not doing anything with those picks for the value of Amari Cooper. Bro, who is Dak Prescott before Amari Cooper? Be honest. He was garbage. Remember that year? He wasn't playing well. Then they get him. He starts, oh my God, we got something here. We got Coop. He's in the building.
Let's
But
get rid of him.
no, because you feel CD Lamb, Mr. I dropped so many passes, and Michael Gallup, Mr. Torn ACL, they're gonna get you to the future. Art, save me from this conversation. Save me.
Nah, dude, I think we need to stop talking about that one. I
That's
just
that,
feel Cleveland. I mean, they won. I don't know if Cooper's gonna be great.
maybe not financially, and maybe Cooper got deranked on. That's probably his worst quarterback. If you want to rank Derek Carr and Dak,
Yep.
like this is gonna be his worst quarterback. So I don't know how he wins. He's gonna keep his money. I guess that's where he wins.
Um, but we can move over to
How about what are the biggest news? So Deshaun Watson, since we brought him up earlier, the Houston Texans quarterback. He was found not guilty because there wasn't sufficient criminal evidence against him. So let me ask you, Art, what are your thoughts on? I mean, this can still go to the grand jury. So keep in mind too. So what are your thoughts on the verdict, and what are your thoughts on him possibly getting moved to a new team?
Nah, dude, I honestly don't think he did anything. And if he did, he's hiding it really well, and there's no proof on it. Um, but I honestly think he ends up with the Saints.
Really?
I think he ends up with. I don't think they want Winston back there. I
Well,
would like them with the Colts, but they don't want him to be traded into the
no,
division.
they won't trade him to division.
So the Saints might be a good landing spot, but I wouldn't mind the Panthers. The Panthers might be okay. Like,
I like Carolina, bro. He goes back to the area where he won a national championship in Clemson. He gets a little closer to his original head coach for any advice or anything like that. I'm pretty sure they've always been in communication, nonetheless. But as far as my personal thoughts on the whole verdict thing, it really felt like there was a huge sigh of relief for Deshaun after the verdict came out, and then he did a post interview that he just he's back on social media, like he's feeling good. Now, regardless, like I can't say whether or not I think he was guilty or not. I mean, everyone's gonna have their own opinion. I want just justice to be served, regardless if he was guilty or innocent.
not.
If he's guilty, justice be served to him, right? Like let him like or be served to the women that are allegedly victims in this whole fiasco. But if he's innocent and when they find out these women
Lied.
colluded, right, to bring him down, then justice be served harshly on them because I mean
That's
this
his life that they ruined. That's his
right
job.
his life mainly, right, like so I just want somebody, like someone has to be punished for this. Overall, someone has to be punished, and I want the right answer to be like solved. I want the right person, right people in
Who
jail
knows, man?
for whatever. And they might, none of them might ever, but I don't know. But anyways, it is weird the Steelers didn't go for him, but I get it.
Would you
They,
bet $1,500 on whether he or not is guilty? I don't know if Calvin really may do that.
I'm not. I'm dead. I'm dead. Wow. Yeah, that's okay. So let me finish this up and we can go to that one. So, so Deshaun Watson, like I said, I think he should go to Carolina. Another good spot is Seattle. Seattle has all the weapons in the world. If they can give up some of their first rounders that they got or the ones they have to get him, fuck, do it. I would. I mean, you want to get as much as possible. Alex says Panthers has more structure. Yeah, but CMC is not himself anymore, and I don't know about those
And there's talks
weapons.
that they may part with him. They might put
Yeah,
him in a trade.
they're listening to trade talks right now, but everyone's gonna be lowballing.
Deshaun Watson for CMC.
So, I mean, he could, right? That could possibly happen. Personally, my rankings, I would say Seattle, Carolina, New Orleans. New Orleans just doesn't have the cap space. You really don't. If you're trying to keep paying him this man, you're gonna have to give up a lot for it. You probably have to give up Michael Thomas or something like that, which is probably fine, with his ankles and all. But all right, let's move on to the next one. Calvin Ridley suspended for a whole year. Your thoughts?
Dude, that's why this man has possible mental issues because of, dude, like what's, so you're telling me that he could not have betted that amount of money and he's getting a whole year suspension when there's other guys, other players that they do whatever in the world they want to do, and they're like, oh yeah, you only get a 2-game suspension, you only get 3 or 4 or 5 games, and then you have to ask to see if you can play. I mean, we've seen it with what's his name, Josh Gordon. How many times has he been reinstated into the NFL? Like, it's just, to
10
me,
times.
it's like, dude, like, what the heck are you guys doing? Like, Calvin really is a great wide receiver. and just because of a bet that he did on an NFL game, it's a joke, dude.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, like you said, here's the issue: like you let woman beaters get 2, 6, 8 game suspensions, but because a man bet $1,500 on one game, right? Like that's enough for the whole year.
and was it even his team that he bet on or bet against it?
I think he bet for his team, but either way, like, but a year for all like a great talent, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense, bro. And just like Alex says, NFL's a joke for that. Like you don't suspend one of your best for that. That's just garbage. I mean, that's just being petty. Like, oh, he bet on his own team. You know, he has inside. He said Alex says Ray Rice got 4 games for what he did. No, I thought he got 2. I thought he got 2. Let me see. Let me go look it up. But Art, give me your final thoughts on this.
Nah, dude, I think they should rethink that. It was dumb for them to do that. It was stupid. So, I don't know what the heck they're thinking about doing. I mean, they man, even the Atlanta dude, they haven't re-signed Russell Gage and they haven't re-signed Cordell Patterson. So now they may lose 3 weapons if they don't re-sign them and they sign somewhere else, being free agents. So it's freaking sad, man. It's freaking sad that you get a whole year when other people just get 2 or 4 for what they did. It's freaking crazy. But I guess he's gonna live and learn. Maybe he'll bet on that next time.
Yeah, he got 2 for the first offense before the video came out. Then he was suspended indefinitely after the video came out. So that it's just so stupid. I mean, come
Wait,
on.
didn't Sherman also after that after he walked in drunk onto that?
He wasn't signed. He just didn't get suspended. He didn't get suspended. He wasn't signed.
But then he played with the
He played with Tampa, but he wasn't. I don't think he was suspended.
exactly.
But no, I mean that's the shield of the NFL going this route for everything. Like I said, it's stupid, but whatever. Let's go ahead with some final thoughts here. So did you watch wrestling this again?
The Witcher? Yeah, I did.
Okay. I don't know how big you followed it, but they announced today that unfortunately, former WCW and WWE wrestler Scott Hall passed away. Just want to send out my condolences to all his family and friends, to all his loved ones. If you were a fan of the '90s, I mean, you had a great time watching Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall, in his latter matches with Shawn Michaels, and his time with the NWO revolutionized the wrestling game forever. So I just want to send my condolences for that. As far as anything else going on right now,
Did you hear about that wrestler dude that broke his neck from the WWE right now?
oh, dude, that was when I had the guys over. I had Mike, Felix, and my friend Tasha here. And I wasn't watching it with them because I was hanging out with them, but I saw the video. Oh my god,
that was a freaking
so
it was a suplex that just went wrong.
So for the people who don't know what's going on, Big E was in a tag team match with his partner Kofi Kingston against Sheamus and Ridge Holland, and he was outside with Ridge Holland, and Ridge Holland's supposed to give him a belly to back suplex. So it's basically you hug them and you throw them over your head, and they're supposed to land safely on their back. Unfortunately, I can't really say who's at fault it is, whether E didn't get enough height over or Ridge didn't really throw him.
I don't think they timed it correctly whenever he hugged him, though. You can see on the video, like, he kind of hugs him awkwardly, and he kind of loses a step whenever he's throwing it back.
Well, unfortunately, all the videos I saw, they were all glitchy, so I couldn't really tell since I didn't watch it live. But E landed directly on his head, breaking his C1 and his C6 bones. Like, they fractured. So update on that, no surgeries required, but the C1 will never heal properly. And the C6 is just one of those tricky ones they don't want to get under the knife for. So his wrestling career might be done, sadly. And he's one of my favorites, legitimately.
Yeah, dude, that was freaking crazy that what happened.
And I gotta say this, like, and I know we're talking about this, and I know people might be like, like rolling their eyes and like, that's not a real sport. Like, bro, you go in there and do that shit. Like, be honest, like, you go in there and do that shit. Those stunts, they're professionals going out there doing those stunts. Yes, it's scripted, like, no doubt, but you have to go out there and perform. And these guys have to trust each
And
other,
sell it. You have to sell it.
and you have
Overall,
to.
it's entertainment.
That's
So
right,
all those people that pretty much say that it's fake, it's probably people that watch the Kardashians, which yet again, that was
bro.
fake.
Watch
But
us watch a Stone Cold Steve Austin match after he broke his neck. All he does is kick and punch because he fucking broke his neck and he can't move. That's pretty much what Big E's career will look like the rest of the way, but that's not his style. Yeah, and if you watch the Kardashians, you watch any of that reality trash TV, honey, that's you. Um, that's come on, don't be talking shit about wrestling. I'm going to WrestleMania in 3 weeks, so fuck yeah.
aren't you going by yourself or what?
I'm going with my wife. Which we and Jesse's gonna
Oh,
be there. Jesse Mendez is gonna be there.
what is he gonna do? What is he gonna be there?
He's going with some of our friends from church, the guys that host the Horns of the Rose podcast.
Dang, he traded you for them. Ah,
No,
JK, just
I picked
pulling
I
them
picked I,
legs.
I picked Vivian over him. To be fair, so I mean, shit. Anywho, any other thoughts right now? Going crazy? I just saw that Justin Reed, safety Justin Reed is
Yep,
now with
he just
the
signed.
Chiefs. Quick thoughts on that? Anything? Hi.
I don't know. Do you think they're gonna keep Matthew?
No, I don't think Matthew wants to stay. I think that's the big one. I think Tyron Matthew does not want to stay. And you're right. Well, the Elimination Chamber was just last month, Alex. What are you talking about? And it was not a good show. Anyways.
Nope. But I don't know, dude. After they signed him, yeah, well, I mean, Tyron Matthew is out of Kansas. Little Honey Badger's out. There's a lot of rumors that maybe he'll sign with, I don't know, dude. There's people there. There's a lot of teams that are interested, but we'll see. We'll see where he ends up.
Yeah, so man, we talked a lot right now about a lot of things, and we were able to get by them real quick. I mean, 40 minutes is a long time, and thank you guys for listening, watching. All right, before I guess let me double check. Anything else you want to talk about on Overreaction Monday?
Maybe just that stupid one fight contract that Jake Paul wants to do to fight Conor McGregor after he comes back.
Dude. Oh, by the way, Logan Paul at WrestleMania. Oh, come on. And Johnny Knoxville. I'll probably do a predictions video about
Johnny Knoxville, I'm okay with, but
no, that's even worse for me. At least Logan Paul looks the part. At least he looks he can kick your ass. Johnny Knoxville can. No.
Hey, would you rather have Bad Bunny in there?
Yes. What, the Bunny Destroyer? Absolutely. Absolutely. You joke now, but last year that was one. That's right. March Madness. Alex, that was why you were gonna be on, you hoe. All right. Did you see the brackets or anything?
I have not seen the bracket lately.
Alex, comment on who you think should be the favorites and why. Or just tell me who the favorites are. I think Gonzaga's one of the favorites. I mean,
Yep.
that's huge. Dude, Texas A&M got robbed. They got fucking snubbed, and they were said, no, you can't be in this tournament over teams that suck. Like, you said no to Texas A&M? Oh, my God, bro. Like, you crazy? What? Nah, but
yeah, Gonzaga is the favorite right now, and Arizona is the favorite.
Do I want to go with Gonzaga? Like, part of me wants to. Like, wants to be that stupid, but you could also see them going out in the second round for no fucking reason, because that's what March Madness is. March Madness is the tournament that you can't predict what's going to happen. You don't know.
Which one is the one with that, the nun? The one from Chicago also? The one that they made it again? They made it straight? She's always at the games, and apparently she always prays before the games, and they always make it. They've been making it. It was a huge meme last. Was that NOLA? It wasn't Baylor.
No. Alex is saying he's picking Baylor to win it all. Texas homer. Let me see. Let me look at the bracket real quick. It's Alex. If you know the answer of the old lady, that sweet old lady that always
Jean Dolores, Loyola.
Loyola. There you go. That's what it is.
Are they even? Do they have them out?
No, they're in there.
No, but they have them going out.
They have, I mean, that's a team that upsets a lot of teams. They are the 10th seed on the South bracket. And then some people brackets, I'm looking at some of these right now, and they don't think they'll go far. There you go, Alex picking up, catching speed. Loyola, LOL. That's sweet old lady. I mean, she's a huge fan, and they went
They've
far last year.
upset exactly. They've
They went
upset a shit ton of
far.
people.
They're not in. Was that last year's shit?
No, Loyola. They go against Ohio State. They have Ohio winning.
Alex, am I looking at the wrong thing? I see them in there.
Yeah, Loyola Chicago, number 10. They go against Ohio, number 7.
I know he said not in. I don't know, who's he saying not in? Alex, you have to be in here, so I know what the hell you're talking about. You see what's going on? You got to comment faster than that, man.
Yeah, Loyola is in.
I know
Unless they lost already, but they're in there.
God, it's not even started. Hasn't even started. Doesn't start to win.
Exactly. So then, yeah, they're number 10. They're going against Ohio. What are you talking about, Alex?
I don't know. Yeah, they play on Friday. All right, they play on Friday. So overall, what are your thoughts?
Dang, it's gonna be a good one. A lot of people have Gonzaga winning, going it all the way through.
I think the matchup to see would be Gonzaga and Arizona if they can make it. By the way,
that's the one that they're calling out to be.
No disrespect to a legend but Duke does not deserve to be up there that high. At 2, get the fuck out of here. Duke, who failed to get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Villanova is always a nice, sneaky good one, even though they are seated at number 2.
They were saying that Duke and one of them are saying Duke and Villanova are gonna make it to the finals, and Duke's gonna win it. Hell no.
Duke couldn't even get. Okay, it's like this, like that whole thing with North Carolina. Like, bro, you got your cheese club like just a few weeks ago, embarrassing your head coach like that. Nah, I'm gonna go with Gonzaga. I like Gonzaga. I'm gonna go with them. He says Texas game is gonna be great. You mean Texas Tech? No, I'm just kidding. That's Marquito's team. Oh, there's gonna be a few games here in San Antonio, right? We should go. We should go.
They usually play at the Alamo Inn. At the Alamo Dome. There is an Alamo Inn by there, though.
Oh Lord, we need to go get some beer. But yeah,
yes, we do.
Yes, we need to go to that game, take whatever games are going on, and we should have a good time. Alex, you should join us, and whoever is available and wants to come with us, please do tell. Oh, you know what sucks? The Final Four is the weekend of WrestleMania. Like I think March Madness ends the same day as WrestleMania. I'm like, how you do that to me? How you do that to me? You know I'm going for both nights. Like, how you do that to me? So we'll see.
Oh shit! It's gonna be at the AT&T actually.
Yeah, because I think the Final Four, if there was a Final Four, it's Alamo Dome, but just because I don't think it's not Final Four this time. It's like top
so March 24th,
like 16 or something like that.
Is South Regional, the 24th Sweet 16, and then Elite 8 on the 26th.
Yo, let's go. That's this weekend. Let's buy tickets for YOLO Chicago. You want to?
On the 24th? This weekend is not the 24th.
No, it's on the 17th, fool.
I'm looking right now.
I'm looking at it right now. Oh, no, that's not. What am I looking at?
Exactly.
What the fuck am I looking at then? You tell me.
Oh, no, it's on the 24th and 26th. Sweet 16 is on the 24th, and then Elite 8 is on March 26th.
What is okay? So it says South Regional San Antonio. So when the fuck does it hit San Antonio? I don't get this. I'm sorry. I don't watch it enough. Oh, March 26th. Yeah, let's go. 26th, let's go.
Tickets.
Kansas is overrated. That's what Alex said.
960.
That's not bad.
Trevor level.
For the finals of the South Regional side? Yeah.
For Sweet 8, Elite 8?
Yeah. You want to go? Oh, we can talk the finances later. You know, like we could buy tickets either me or you, whatever. But I'm down. I'm down to go. Alex, if you're down, comment that you're down. If you're not, I don't know you. I don't know you one bit. Hey, but what if Loyola Chicago makes it though?
We'll see.
All right. So predict real quick. Which two teams do you think makes it to San Antonio to the South Regional Finals?
I'll have to open the bracket again.
So there's Arizona, there's Bryant / Wright State. I still don't know what they're doing there. Seton Hall, TCU, Houston, UAB, Illinois, which I think Alex is cheering for. Chattanooga. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know to say that right. Colorado State, Michigan, Tennessee, Longwood, Ohio State, Loyola, Chicago, Villanova, Delaware.
So I think. Well,
Alex
Arizona has a 1 seed, so they go through, right?
Alex is down to go. Arizona might go all the way. I mean, really?
I think TCU gets it.
You think TCU beats them?
No. TCU beats Seton Hall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I'm just saying, which two teams do you think makes it all the way through? Don't worry about that.
UAB. Houston beats UAB.
I think Illinois brings the biggest threat to Arizona if they meet in the semifinals. And then I would say you're most likely going to get Villanova out of the bottom half. So I'll say Arizona, Villanova. I'll just go the stupid route of the top two teams.
I think Tennessee, really? Villanova.
Well, that's semifinals. So who do you got them? Which one do you got to the finals?
I think Tennessee.
You got Tennessee over Villa?
Yeah.
Damn, you brave. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. Brackets. 99% of them bust in the first fucking week. So I don't even know if I want to attempt a bracket. Honestly, I never have. I never attempted it. I'm scared. I mean, I'm just like everyone else. I'm just like, nope. So Alex is down to go with us. So we'll all communicate in our group chat.
Okay.
And we'll go. I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Arizona, Illinois, and then Tennessee, Villanova.
Alex says Arizona looked great all year, but UCLA looks good too.
UCLA looks good too, yeah.
We shall see, man. We shall see. All right. Well, he brought up March Madness. That's going to be a lot of fun to talk about going on to the next few weeks. There's a lot of NFL news that's still going to go on. Today was only the first day of the free agency, so we'll see what madness continues. If we forgot anything, it just wasn't enough to remember. I'm sorry. But other than that, guys, I mean, that's all I got for today. Art, anything else you got, man?
Nah, man, I'm good.
All right, guys. For Alejandro de la Cruz, who is on the chat, thank you for joining us tonight. For Arturo Ibarra, I am Jose Garza. Oh my God, why did I stutter on that one? Why did I stuff myself? We are Puro Pinche Sports. Don't forget to follow us. You know, at the bottom we see on the screen. Don't forget to follow us, guys. We are Puro Pinche Sports, and we are out. Always laughing at me, Art. Always.
Deuces.